Good morning, CSL.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Hello, everyone. Come on in.
Yeah. Come on in. We're going to get started here. Sarah is away for the weekend, so I'm kind of standing in for her, so you got to put up with me in the ukulele today.
Yay.
But we're going to start, so stand as you are able and as you desire, and give some thanks for starters. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Yeah.
That's better. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Ooh, oh, oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Sing your joy in me. Sing your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Sing your joy in me. Sing your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit.
Yes. You guys look so happy singing that song. I love it. So good morning. My name is Tina, and I'm here to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living. And it really is a joy to be with you today. This is the place I'd rather be on this particular morning. Here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, we're more than just a Sunday service. We're a growing, heart-centered community grounded in spiritual principles and open-hearted love. And we want you to participate, and you'll know that. Our vision is a world in loving partnership for the good of all. And that begins right here with how we show up for one another. And we welcome you if you're here for the first time. We're so glad you found us, and it was probably this happy singing at one point that drew you in. So we welcome you to stop by the table in the social hall. We have a welcome packet for you. There's a coupon in there for the bookstore. And if you want to be on our What's Happening Now email list, there's a form in there you can fill out. So I encourage you to do that. We always have stuff that's going on here because this is the place that it's happening. There. And to those joining us online, welcome. It's an honor to share this space with you too. There's so much goodness unfolding here, and I'm sure you can feel it at times. This is a happy place. So be sure, I mentioned the newsletter, it'll come in your email, and make sure the day it comes that you open it, because you might miss something, and put it on your calendar. And we'd love to get to know you better. And you're in luck. Today we're having a town hall and a potluck. And if there's anything we know about this group, we know how to cook and we know how to eat. So we'd love for you to stay after service. It's a time for you to nourish both your body and your spirit in this community. Come as you are, even if you didn't bring something. But if you'd read the newsletter, you would know that. I'm just saying. Here's something else to put on your calendar. There's a benefit concert with Zeta and the Songbirds this Friday here in the sanctuary at 7 o'clock, and it's $15 per person. So we invite you to come and enjoy a night of R&B and pop rock hits at the benefit concert, which supports the center and the Doñana Arts Council. We've had many concerts in this place, and it can really rock. So I invite you to spend your Friday here. And we have something else. Saturday. If any of you here like ice cream?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's going to be an ice cream social Saturday from 2 to 3:30. So we'd like you to sign up in the social hall so we make sure we don't run out of ice cream. The center will supply the ice cream. We would just like you to bring a topping, and we'll have this magnificent ice cream feast. And we won't limit you to one topping. So, and there's a love offering if you want to contribute, that would be great. So, I want you to remember that, ice cream Saturday. Okay, and I think anything else that's happening will be where? In the newsletter. So now it's my pleasure to introduce you to the practitioner of the day, my beloved Doug Bailey.
See what a lucky guy I am? I even get to take her home. Well, it's a pleasure having you here today. All these wonderful smiley faces, and what a beautiful day it is. Here at the center, we believe in the power of prayer. We call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. If there is something that you're concerned about, we invite you to fill out a prayer request, and you'll find them in the seats in front of you, because there's no one on the front here. And we have a wonderful group that meets on Tuesday afternoon from all four centers that are the ministers and the practitioners, and we would love to deal with your concerns. Also, if there's anything that is concerning you today, look for the people with funny get up, and we'd just love to give you a one-on-one prayer time. And now this is the time for song, silence, and prayer.
In this moment, I am is this moment. Peace, peace, peace. In this moment is what I am. In this moment I am joy. Joy is this moment. Joy, joy, joy. In this moment is what I am. In this moment I am love. Love is this moment. Love, love, love. In this moment is what I am still. In this moment I am still. Still is this moment. Still, still, still. In this moment is what I am.
So let us pray. Let us recognize that magnificent divine power that expresses through all that surrounds us, through these wonderful mountains, through each person present here this morning, and just generally through this gorgeous community. Let us allow ourselves to recognize that each of us are a conduit through which the divine expresses. And let us see this moment, this morning, as a wonderful opportunity for us to acknowledge that divine expression in each person present here. Let us see it expressing through the music, through the talk this morning, and through the wonderful meal that is to come. And so it is. Yvette gave me a wonderful reading out of Can We Talk to God, which is one of Ernest Holmes' books. And this is one I had not read before, and it was just truly a pleasure. It goes, we would defeat the very purpose of life should we live in a continuous state of meditation or prayer, oblivious to the objective world. The practical value of spiritual perception remains latent until objectified. That's Ernest Holmes. An attempt to isolate oneself from the world of action is contrary to the order of the universe, therefore futile. As practical religionists, we seek to make our dreams come true unless our dreams are subjective hallucinations. They will become actual experiences if we demonstrate our principle, which is that true ideas pass through to accomplishments, through our actions, is my addition. And with that, away we go.
Our modern society does an absolutely extraordinary job giving us knowledge and power, but very often it's still myth that gives us understanding and helps put us in proper relationships to the world and to each other. So, drawing on Celtic mythology, here's a song to instill before the sermon an attitude of reverence toward the chthonic powers of the deep, that we might fear a little, or more than just a little. This is called the Shiog. The fairy fires are burning bright above the misty moor, and distant music drifts from every tangled ring of thorns. 'Tis on such eves as these, when moonlit shadows fall, 'tis on such eves as these you know the She-Ho comes to call. Spirits of the wind and water, spirits of the flames and fen, dark and bare and earth incarnate, weaving things we cannot ken. Past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, our wards upon the wall. The fairy fires are burning bright, the fairy fires are burning bright above the misty moor. The distant music drifts from every tangled ring of thorns. 'Tis such eves as these, when moonlit shadows fall, 'tis on such eves as these you know the She-Ho come to call. Spirits of the rain and thunder form between the flesh and soul, shadows of the sacred mother, crowned in beauty strong and cold. Past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, our wards upon the wall. The fairy fires are burning bright, the fairy fires are burning bright above the misty moor, and distant music drifts from every tangled ring of thorns. 'Tis such a thieves as these, when moonlit shadow falls, 'tis such a thieves as these you know the She-Ho come to call. Spirits of the wind and water, spirits of the flame and fen, dark of air and earth incarnate, tangled ring of thorns. Past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, past this night, O ancient ones, our wards upon the wall. The She-Ho come to call.
Good morning. My name is Yvette Trujillo.
I am a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. And I am also your Associate Director of Spiritual Operations. It is my pleasure to be with you here today. There's a lot going on for me today, so I'm just like shuffling papers. What do I need next? This. It's like a magic trick. Hold on. Beautiful. I'm so full of energy today. It doesn't feel like it right in this moment, but inside there's just this. And I blame Doug, because Doug gave this beautiful meditation this morning, and I'm not really sure everything that he said, but what I know is that by the end of it, I had a vision of myself with like golden light shooting out of my head and my eyeballs and my ears and my fingertips. It's kind of like a cartoon image, you know, you can see that like I have the power. Sorry, He-Man. That's what I felt this morning. And then, of course, seeing all of your beautiful faces. And the best thing of all is that Reverend Bonnie Smith is in the house. Woo! Welcome back, Reverend Bonnie. We have missed you. I hope that you had a wonderful, restful, restorative, joyful trip. And we're so glad you're home. Where you belong. Where you belong. All right, let's see if I can get this here. So this month, as you all have heard or know or have been, seeing stuff online on Facebook or in the newsletter, which I know you all opened on Thursday, which went out on Thursday on time because Meg is also back. Yay! So I'm not pressing random buttons and then going, where's the newsletter? Oh, so glad to have everybody back. So the theme, Rolling in the Deep, and the talk title for me today is Something's Calling Me. Something's calling me. So the big idea for today is that this call of spirit is not just to know the truth, but to become in the world what it is that you know. True ideas want to be lived. Right? They don't want to just stay in our mind and our body as ideas. They want to be formed. They want to live. And so I want to start with a part of the reading that Doug shared with you today. We would defeat the very purpose of life should we live in a continuous state of meditation or prayer, oblivious to the objective world. What a radical claim that is. Spiritual practice, all by itself, in the form of, sitting in my meditation chair, journaling, praying, meditating, contemplating, thinking, visioning, visualization, all wonderful and important things, all key to the work that we do. But it is incomplete if it doesn't actually touch the world in which we live. It's incomplete. Now, in New Thought, we often talk about aligning our truth, right? The truth of who we are, our authentic selves, that we want to align with that. But alignment must lead to action, or the idea remains a seed. Right? You've heard maybe of the story where, you plant a seed, you plant an idea, you want to grow a tomato plant. And so you plant a seed, but the next day you're like, where is it? And you dig up the seed and you look at it. Okay, the seed's still there, great. You put it back in the ground, you pack it down, you water it. The next day you go and you look out. Where's my tomato plant? So you dig it up and you pull out the seed and you look at it. It's still there. That will not grow. That will not grow. And so here's my truth keeper. I'm like, I didn't turn it on. I'm doing it just because, I go on sometimes. You don't need to comment, Belinda. Belinda's my wife. So we want our ideas, the seeds that we plant, to root, to grow, right? So what truth, I'm asking you now, what truth has been
dawning in you that you haven't yet dared to live? Think about that. What truth has been dawning in you that you haven't yet dared to live? It's in that perpetual state of almost. And you can see the beauty of a brand new day right there. You can see the peak of the red or the orange or the brilliant on the horizon. You can see it. And you're like, oh, let me pray some more. Well, that's real good, God. But if I could only lose 20 more pounds. If I could only get that degree or have another zero at the end of my number in my bank account. And then it remains in that dawning state where you can know it, you can see it, you can feel it, but it is not yet fully formed because you haven't yet taken it out into the world. There's a song that I absolutely love that I've sung all over the place. It's by Jamie Lula called Something Calling Me, which is where the title of my talk came from today. Because in the last few weeks, I have felt something calling me, something deeper. And the world right now. The world is having an experience in this moment, right? And it can be stirring and it can be, uncentering and jostling. But I have felt a pull, and where I feel the pull is in the stillness. And so a quote from Alexis Pauline Gumbs, who is the author of Undrowned, Black Feminist Lessons from Marine Mammals. What a cool title is that? She says, what if you could hear the world between your heartbeats? Put your hand on your heart. Mine's racing. But if we could get still enough, not just to feel our heartbeat, but to feel the space in between and listen for the world. Listen for who we are being, who we are called to be. And so I ask, can you hear the silence beneath the noise? Can you, in your day-to-day life, whether you're sitting in silence or moving about your world as you normally do, can you feel something stirring in the background like I can? Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. There's something so profound about the call of our heart, about the call that comes from our connection to the divine. Here's the rub. Deeper doesn't just mean sitting longer on the cushion. It's real nice. Y'all know I love sitting in my meditation chair, got my journal, have my headphones with the beautiful music, and oh God, what a life I live, how joyful I am. And what is it that you would have me be and do in this moment? In this particular time of the world, what would you have me be and do? And I have to get really honest with myself when I think that I have not gotten an idea of what that might be. Maybe not fully fleshed out, but a something, I could talk to people that I don't know. If I'm an introvert, that's like, oh my God, you want me to do what? Deeper doesn't just mean sitting longer on the cushion. It means letting the silence shape your response to life. It shapes the way that we show up, that we are in action, that we engage with the world. It doesn't stay on the cushion. It needs to be expressed. And Ernest Holmes doesn't mince words. If all we ever do is sit and pray, we're missing the point of being alive. We're missing the point of being alive. Because it's out there, it's us, and all the thinking and all the remembering of who we are, the transformed realization that we are indeed an expression of the Most High, that we are joyful, that we are beautiful, that we are perfect, whole, and complete right now, no matter what the scale says, no matter what the bank account says, but that in that perfection of who we are, we need to step out into the world and show up. You are a unique, individualized expression of God. Go show it off. When I was in Seattle, I grew up in a family, I think I've shared this with you, I grew up in a family where service is not a thing. I grew up Catholic, which is kind of weird, but it just wasn't a thing, right? My niece said she wanted to be a doctor because she really liked the idea of Doctors Without Borders, and my mother was like, what? You paid a lot for that education. You can't be giving it away for free. God bless my mommy. I love my mother. But there's just a different value set, right? She did not feel that that was important. So I grew up in a family that didn't really have a value for that. And my experience at Centers for Spiritual Living was I would go, I would be inspired. It was so wonderful. And then service would be over and I'd stand in the shadows and look at everybody talking in the social hall, eating and laughing and shopping in the bookstore. And it looked like so much fun. But I was out here and I wasn't engaging. And I got a call. I heard the call of my heart to really engage, but I didn't know how to do that. I would have this wonderful experience in service and receive these powerful messages that were changing my life. And then I'd drive home crying. Right? Oh, sweet little pumpkin. I did. I would drive home crying because I didn't connect. And then, but I got that call, and finally, a minister invited us to serve. We were a church in the box, Genesis Global Spiritual Center. It was a center for spiritual living. We were a church in a box. We would set up church at the community college in one of the buildings, and we had a tiny little closet. So everything came in a truck, and you had to set it up. And we actually had this really big bookstore that we would set up every week, though I wasn't. But I got a niggle because he invited me. Our minister invited us to engage, and I finally said yes. I started at the coffee, and I don't know what I did, but I didn't stay there long. I think I might have not done a good job. But I remember setting up chairs, being of service, putting out the books for the bookstore, greeting people. There was a call in my heart that wanted something more, something deeper. In that song, it goes on, it's like something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. And then it gets to this like big one, oh Lord, take me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, pull me deeper than I've ever been before. It was that big. It was that big. I was so lonely and I wanted connection. And so I did the little thing. It wasn't fully formed. I didn't know what to do, but I just said, yes, I'll help. I'll make coffee. It was nothing flashy, that call. It wasn't monumental. It wasn't gigantic, but like water slowly carving stone, it gradually reshaped everything. It reshaped everything for me to where now I consider myself to be a source of connection. I am a source of greeting and welcome. Try and stand in the corner around me. I'm still shy. It's okay. It transformed my life. So the call might be little. The response might be small. But the movement from in here to taking it out into the world is transformative. Isolation isn't enlightenment. Again, from the quote that Doug read this morning, any attempt to isolate oneself from the world of action is contrary to the order of the universe. So in spiritual circles, sometimes I've confused withdrawal as wisdom. I'm going to go pray about it. Oh, you have a thing that's happening and could use some assistance? I'm going to go sit and contemplate that. And that's okay. That's okay. But when we confuse withdrawal for wisdom, then there's not a flow of life that's happening, right? True wisdom flows into life, not away from it. True wisdom flows into life. And what's in life? Other people. Other people. The call isn't to float above the world. It's to stand in it with awakened eyes. I like the metaphor of a river. A river isn't powerful because it holds still. It's powerful because it moves. So what part of life have you been afraid to re-enter? What's the deeper truth that's ready to move through you? Let me ask that again. What part of life have you been afraid to re-enter? And what is the deeper truth that is ready to move through you? The next section of the quote from Ernest Holmes: unless our dreams are subjective hallucinations, they will become actual experience. One more time. Unless our dreams are subjective hallucinations, they will become actual experiences if we demonstrate our principle. The universe is not just whispering ideas. It's seeking partners to bring them into form. Okay. The universe is not just whispering ideas. It's seeking partners to bring them into form. Howdy, partner. It's seeking. It's not just the whisper to sit and to chew on and to journal. And that's beautiful. And you can see the way that I'm saying it. I love this stuff. I'm going to sit and journal and contemplate. And oh, what's my role? And how do I show up? And oh, I can see the golden light shooting out of my fingertips and my eyeballs. Wonderful. But through that, Spirit is seeking my partnership to bring that light into the world. You too. I'm calling you out. It's all of y'all too. Don't just dream peace. Become peace. Don't just envision wholeness. Embody it. You are already whole. No matter what you agree with or think or what society has told you about where you are right now. Right here, right now, in the midst of your pain, in the midst of your sorrow, in the midst of wondering how you're going to pay the next bill, right now, you are whole and you are Spirit's partner. Like imagine, like you got asked to dance, right? And you're standing there, you're like, okay, great, let's go. And you're just standing there as the other person's, hey, you. And you're like, I'm not doing that. Imagine that, you and life. I'm not doing that. I'm not engaging in that. Ooh. For many of us, this is really the hard part because it requires real courage. It's hard because it's hard. It does require real courage. The dream is not waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to begin anyway. Elizabeth Gilbert, one of my favorite authors, says, perfectionism is just fear in fancy shoes and a mink coat. Emma Curtis Hopkins says, do not wait for a change of environment before acting. Get up and go forward with what you have. Get up and move forward with what you have in whatever way that little inkling is saying to you, speaking to you, inviting you to dance. And this reminds us that if your dream is true, it will become real, but only if you walk it into the world. And this isn't manifestation as wishful thinking, it's manifestation as courageous alignment. Courageous alignment with the divine. When we step out into the world, we begin to see the transformation that we have been wanting revealed. Again, transformation is not you changing. Transformation is you perceiving differently. You are already perfect, whole, and complete. What you need is to transform the way that you see this divine thing. Howard Thurman says, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. I don't care how old you are. There is something in you that wants expression. Even if you're tired and you're really busy, it doesn't have to be big. Something's Calling Me isn't about hearing spirit once, it's about being in conversation with it all the time. What is that call? What is it that wants expression through me? This is an interesting time in our world, my friends. And it can be really, really tempting to stay in. It can be really, really tempting to scroll more social media, to watch a lot of Netflix, Hallmark's Christmas in July. I know you. It's really easy and it's understandable. But in a world that feels off kilter and where we might not know which way is up, we might not understand how to steady ourselves. This is the time in particular that we have been working towards. I don't care if this is your first day in this community. That you were drawn to a conversation like this tells me that there has been something going on, and it's not like this because that's kind of crazy, right? So something going on up here, something going on in here. That is calling you. It's a whisper, but not just to listen. It is to do. What dreams have you labeled as just an idea? A good idea. What if it's already real? Just waiting for you to give it breath. What if it's already real? You're waiting on God, and God's waiting on you. Saint Teresa of Avila says, Christ has no body now on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes with which he looks with compassion on this world. You are not here to just know the truth. You are here to walk it, to speak it, and to live it. So my invitation to you is immediate. Get ready. It's like, oh, this week, I really hope that you know. My invitation to you is before this day ends, take one small step toward that dream. Say yes to it. Not in theory, but in motion. Take it outside of yourself, take it outside of your head, and put it in motion before the end of the day. And let's just see what happens. Mary Oliver says, "What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" So I invite practitioners to circle the room as we move into prayer. And if you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze as we together turn our attention to the one life. The one thing that's happening throughout all of creation, the one life, the power and presence of the Most High Spirit, universe, power of love, whatever you call it, God. That presence that I call God is right here and right now. I witnessed it in the sunset last night. I stepped out. I turned the corner and I looked up. And I witnessed with my precious eyes the divine. God is. God is so beautiful, so wonderful, so joyful. And I'm so inspired to see and know that that power and presence is everywhere. It's in the skip of my little dogs. It's in the beautiful sunset. It's in the moisture in the air here in the desert. Oh my goodness. And as I know and can see the brilliance and beauty of God, of the universe moving and breathing and having its way with the sky at sunset, in the tiny flowers that are blooming from my trees, in the moisture in the air, in the wet ground, when it surprises me, I wake up in the morning, the joy and the beauty of moisture in the desert. That is the power and presence of Spirit right here and right now. And as I see it and I know it and I celebrate it, what I remember is that perfection and overflow and beauty of God is also right within me. It is the flow of Spirit that is moving not just in the world around me, but it is flowing through me. I am a part of it. God is. I am. And as I remember that for myself, I know my infinite connection to that which has created everything. I know that that is true for everyone who can hear my voice right now. That the abundance, the beauty, and the joy of the divine is flowing through each and every person. Every person. Every expression, every creation, God is right there. And remembering this and knowing this, then I can remember where we are. We are in that beautiful dance with the divine. And I know that this week, each and every one of us remembers that we have a partnership to care for, to love, and to engage with. That is the partnership of Spirit as we live in this planet of these beautiful human beings at this particular time in the world. Something is calling me. Something is calling you. Pull me deeper, Lord. And allow me to move into engagement with the world. Allow me to be in action, and allow each and every person here today and those that can hear my voice, allow them to step forward, move deeper and step forward into the lived experience of God. And so knowing that this is the truth of our being, that this is the absolute call of our spirits to manifest, to bring form to the ideas and the calls of our heart, I know that this week is glorious and filled with action from this blessed community. I am so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful for this knowing, for this philosophy, to remember that my word is powerful and creative. And so today I speak my word and I surrender it into the law, knowing that it is done now. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. Namaste. What happens now? We sing.
For all that sermon was absolutely beautiful and moving, Yvette, I have to say, I felt a little bit of fear as you got started. I thought it was going to be about sharks, and chose the music accordingly.
It still all works.
It does, as it tends to. And came to mind that the songs are very much about how the depths, the thonic powers, are both life-giving and life-taking, which brings up an important corollary to bringing new things into the world. In order to bring the new into the world, we have to have the courage to let go of the old. Yes. And know what we're sacrificing. So the Psalms have that kind of counterpoint to the melody of the main theme. So thank you. This song is about reverence and interconnection and the flow of things. It's called Drink This Water, Child by Lily Lewis out of Georgia.
Waters flows wherever I go. Same above as here below. Ordered steps, disordered flow. Drink this water, child. Poured from cloudy stars of old, milky pearled and shimmering gold, all becoming still untold. Be this water, child. Single moment, single sun, same one self from which we come. Chain unbroken, just begun. Sing this water, child. Breaking now lifted gaze, walk this water Water flows wherever I go, same above as here below. Ordered steps, disordered flow, drink this water, child.
Woo! All right. So now is the time when we consider our giving back to this beautiful center for spiritual living in the heart of Las Cruces. I hope that your experience, whether this is some place that you've been coming for decades or some place that you've just wandered into, my sincere hope is that the work that we do here has touched your life and inspired you. We are here to be a transformation in the world. And so I invite you to partner with us in your generous offerings today. And I want you to know that every time that you give, that you are giving to the wider community. This is something that's very important to us. And so each month we pick a new nonprofit that's doing good work in our community. And this month we are giving to Aggie Cupboard. And Aggie Cupboard is a campus food pantry helping NMSU students, staff, and faculty facing food insecurities, right? So your generosity helps to help them stay nourished, focused, and cared for, as well as doing that for our community. And so please join me as we move into our time of circulation with our blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And from this place of remembering the truth that we are indeed blessed, that the blessing of Spirit is flowing through all aspects of our lives, I am so grateful for the generous expression and participation of of this community to the growing and expansion and good of God as it expresses itself as Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, and as it expresses itself through really wonderful nonprofits in our community. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for this opportunity to play, to dance, to be your partner. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. All right, so I just want to remind you that after service, those of us in turquoise stoles will be available to pray with you if you would like that kind of support. And also remember, potluck, great cooks, so please join us after for our potluck and town hall, followed by our board meeting.
Okay, I think we've been challenged today, so how about we go out and shine? Let's see. Go out and shine your light. You know that the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out and take a chance. Walk the talk, join the dance. Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out and shine your lights. You know that the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. One voice, one hand, one heart. Wanna change, make a start. We're one big family. What's good for you is good for me. Come on and go out and shine your lights. You know that the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine.
Woo! Have a beautiful day, everybody. See you next week. Sorry.